Greetings, gentlemen. In today's gripping exploration, we're diving into a transformation that could skyrocket your personal development. Ever wondered how small shifts in your daily routine could shape you into the mightiest version of yourself? Stay tuned, as today's insights go far beyond the typical tips and tricks. Now, let's talk about a tale not of starting new habits, but stopping a common one-eyes. We're discussing alcohol. Once upon a time, I was your average socialite with a fondness for the casual evening drink. But my off switch evolved into a concerning habit. The pivotal moment came with the realization that the longing for that 5 p.m. drink was a siren's call I needed to silence. Embarking on a 30-day challenge, which snowballed into half a year of abstinence, I discovered a radical improvement in sleep quality, mental sharpness, and self-confidence. Dropping alcohol didn't just close the gap to my ideal self, it practically made me a superhero without the cape. Plus, saving a nifty sum each month isn't too shabby either. Harnessing the power of journaling, I transformed my life. Beyond a simple Dear Diary, I created the 6-in-1 journal technique. I used a blank sketchbook divided into 6 sections relevant to my life, which not only decluttered my thoughts but also provided me a coaching manual penned by none other than past me. In this process of self-analysis, journaling became the compass guiding me to my North Star. Podcasting initially seemed like a gateway to hands-free learning, with charismatic voices accompanying my daily grind. However, I noticed a thin line between education and entertainment, often leaning toward the latter. By switching to audiobooks, I not only refined my knowledge intake but discovered ingenious ways to integrate them with activities like puzzles and video games. Who knew assembling puzzles with an audiobook backdrop or listening to Steve Jobs' bio while gaming could lead to an epiphany? Stepping into habit psychology, I found a concept I couldn't ignore: habit stacking. The brilliant notion that you can piggyback a beneficial habit on an existing one. This is like a constant reminder to your subconscious, reinforcing positive changes daily without the crushing weight of complete lifestyle upheaval. Now, take out your pen and list your metrics, because those numbers will guide you to your empire. Whether it's revenue, fitness, or social strides, being vigilant about your progress is like having the ultimate cheat code for progressing toward your goals. Remember, whatever is measured is mastered. As we reach the precipice of today's dialogue, gentlemen, if you've extracted value from our time together, consider the traditional tip jar link in the description. Only, of course, if the returns on this investment of your time have been substantial. Don't just surf the waves of life, gentlemen, harness them. Dive into the unknown, channel your inner wisdom, and let your divine masculine lead the way. Before you return to the trenches of your ambitious endeavors, hit subscribe, like, and ring the notification bell to become part of our collective journey towards greatness. Reflect on the insights shared today and ask yourself what changes you're prepared to implement in your life. Remember, to stay on top in the game of life, you've got to stay sharp, act smart, and keep evolving. Until next time, stop settling, start living. This is Max Sterling, signing off. Have you ever wondered what the true essence of happiness really is? Imagine this. Researchers armed with beepers corner a group of unsuspecting people who jot down their feelings at random times throughout the day. The findings? Pure gold. It turns out our best moments aren't always the ones we remember, but rather those ordinary, in-between times. Welcome aboard, gents. It's time to unlock the secret to living joyously. Diving into the intricacies of what makes us tick, we stumble upon an interesting dichotomy: pleasure and what I like to call flow. Sinking your teeth into a succulent dish, sharing laughs with your mates, and yes, intimacy, all provide pleasure. But what's beyond that superficial delight? What carries you to a state of genuine and sustained fulfillment? This is where we introduce the concept of flow, the brainchild of Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Picture this: a graph where the x-axis is your skill level and the y-axis is the challenge at hand. Gaze at the various interactions between these axes and the emotional states they invoke. Anxiety creeps in when a mammoth task looms before you, and your skills seem feeble. On the flip side, when your skill set far exceeds the requirements, you drift into a sea of apathy. Now, what if we find the sweet spot? The scenario where you are both highly skilled and meet a worthy challenger head-on? That, my friends, is the coveted flow state, your unparalleled powerhouse of productivity and satisfaction. In flow, time bends to your will. Self-consciousness vanishes, actions and awareness melt together in a symphony of focus. You stand in the present, a master of the moment, with immediate feedback fueling your next move, every step a glance at the potential for triumph. It's a snapshot of the apex of human experience. Think of an athlete in the zone, free of all distractions and absorbed in the game, or a musician lost in a melody, or even yourself, penning down thoughts in a journal. Harnessing your personal flow state is like stumbling onto a treasure map of joy. To this end, let's pay homage to Martin Seligman, father of positive psychology, who boils this down to a deceptively simple formula. Know your strengths and use them frequently. Seligman designed the signature strengths test and exercise I encourage all my mentees to undergo. The results, ranked from 1 to 24, unveil your intrinsic talents, those that flow naturally. My top strengths, such as creativity and love of learning, etch into my journal's first page, guiding my daily endeavors and decisions. By tapping into these strengths and aligning them with challenges that stretch your capabilities, you don't just flirt with your potential, you marry it. You live in that zone where your innate talents meet tasks that electrify you, from the mundane to the monumental. Now, gents, I implore you to take a moment and truly reflect on the strengths that define you. Explore them, nurture them, and orchestrate them into the symphony that is your life. If this resonates with you, if you feel that urge to elevate yourself, and if these concepts spark a light within you, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and shoot us a like. By doing so, you'll not only gain more wisdom but also take an active step towards sculpting a more enlightened and robust version of yourself. Remember, as we chase these moments of flow and understand the nuances of our happiness, we are not just participating in life, we are authoring a manifesto of our own joy. As we wrap up our exploration into flow and the quest for true happiness, I want you to ponder on this. What strengths will you harness today? How will you elevate your ordinary to extraordinary? What action will you take as a result of today's enlightenment? If you found value in this journey, or if these ideas have set mental gears whirling, consider expressing your gratitude on our tip link provided in the description. It's a beautiful way to say thanks and to fuel our passion for bringing you insightful content. Until our next encounter, remember to embrace life to the fullest and let that inner flow guide your path. Stay strong, be wise, and may your journey through life reflect the majestic flow of a river, powerful, unyielding, and full of life. See you next time, and as always, don't just exist, thrive. Buckle up, because in the next few moments, you're about to get the golden keys to turn your social world upside down, and it all starts with the secret of likability. Imagine this. You step into a gathering, could be a casual meetup or a professional setting, and within mere minutes, you radiate an aura so captivating that people are instinctively drawn to you. You might reckon that's the territory of those born with a silver spoon of charm, but hold that thought. What if I said there's a methodology, so time-tested it's almost entering its centennial, that's been unlocking the doors to people's favor effortlessly? Hold on to that curiosity because, in the following discourse, I'll guide you through 4 potent strategies that you can instantly employ to enhance your social encounters. Techniques that will have folks remarking, there's something magnetic about that person. But first, let me tempt your intellect with a question. Would you rather be a supernova that dazzles for a fleeting moment or a steady lighthouse that draws ships home? Before we voyage further, remember your support breathes life into our conversations here. By subscribing, liking, and ringing that bell, you're unlocking a fellowship of insight and growth. Together, let's steer towards the mantle of the strongest male hero ever, embracing career wisdom, and elevating our divine masculine. Are you ready to ascend with me? Now, let's dive into the playbook for that charismatic edge, shall we? Picture yourself in the heart of a bustling party. 2 different conversations unfold before you. The first latches onto you with a monologue that could rival the length of the Great Wall. Here, you're subjected to an endless barrage of words where you merely exist as an audience to the speaker's opera. Every attempt at interjection loops back to them. It's their job, their vacation, their world. The second interaction, though, is starkly divergent. Your presence is not just acknowledged but cherished. They inquire, they chuckle at your quips, they're invested in the real you. What did this second conversational sculptor apply? It's simple. They wielded the cardinal rule of becoming genuinely interested, not merely striving to be the most interesting person in the room. Let's be clear. In our modern life dating, the bulldog mindset reigns supreme. Forget the past tactics of the past, loaded with the pressure of proving your worth through a veneer of flamboyance. Instead, delve into the depths of genuine interest, ask poignant questions, and offer the gift of your undivided attention. By embracing the principle of fascination rather than performance, you assure a connection that's both authentic and magnetic. But remember, this approach isn't a strategy to manipulate affection. It's an overture to foster real bonds. Employ this with the purest of intentions. Otherwise, your facade will crumble under the weight of insincerity. After all, the power dynamics of attraction favor the genuine spirit, those in true monk mode who embrace semen retention and exude an attraction that is beyond superficiality. Next, let's unravel the enigma of names. Have you ever encountered someone who dismisses their forgetfulness with a cavalier, "I'm bad with names"? That's an unwitting declaration of apathy. To significantly elevate your game in the realm of human connection, start by mastering names, for they are the sweetest melody to an individual's ear, a symphony of respect and interest. Here's a tactical gem, the 3-for-3 rule. Use their name thrice within the initial trinity of minutes. It anchors the name, showing you care. And should you lapse in memory, cloak your reintroductions with "good to see you." It's the perfect parry to an awkwardness step. Let's be vigilant, though. Don't transform into a parrot repeating their name ad nauseum. Moderation is the bedrock of grace. The third secret in our arsenal. It's said that the face is the canvas of emotions, and indeed, a smile or a nod can be a harbinger of warmth in a frozen sea of indifference. Many suffer from the affliction of a resting indifferent face, which can inadvertently wall off potential connections. Shall we indulge in a swift experiment? Observe my countenance, utterly devoid of intention. To the uninitiated, could it not suggest a looming threat? Now, watch as I infuse the slightest hint of a grin. A gentle nod. Observe the transformation into someone you may deem trustworthy, even approachable. The lesson here is crystalline: smile. Dale Carnegie, that shepherd of human relations, stated it best. Your expression is exponentially more crucial than the tailoring of your attire. Now, before we unravel the fourth and final trick, here's a brief intermission to remind you that disseminating these insights takes effort, comparable to sculpting marbles into statues of ancient deities. By contributing to our growth, not only do you foster an ad-free sanctuary of knowledge, but you also partake in the cultivation of a community, one thriving on the unbridled exchange of wisdom. Back to our topic, where we touch upon the art of giving compliments, and here lies the lifeblood of our conversation. In an age where heartfelt praise has become a rare commodity, recognizing someone's gifts can fortify bonds and inspire a positive self-identity. But, wield this tool with precision and authenticity, for empty flattery is but a hollow echo in a chamber of truth. Reflect upon this. The spoken word of affirmation is like planting seeds of confidence that, with time, flourish into gardens of self-worth. A deserved compliment can resonate for an eternity in the ears of the recipient. It becomes a part of their identity tapestry, a source of motivation and strength. In conclusion, the strategies delineated herald a shift in the very fabric of your social interactions. We've traversed the landscapes of heartfelt curiosity, the harmony of names, the silent orchestra of a smile, and the empowering embrace of acknowledgement. The alchemy lies in the simple yet profound shift from a preoccupation with self to a genuine interest in others, from saying "look at me" to "I see you." So, my fellow navigator on this voyage through life's social seas, what transformations will you catalyze from what you've learned today? Sail forth, apply the wisdom shared, and may your journey brim with connections both deep and true. If the value you've gleaned from our discourse aligns with the essence of gratitude, feel at liberty to express it with a gesture of support. A link to our channel's sustenance awaits you below. Summon your modern life dating mastery, fortify your financial wisdom, and engage with us on our next adventure. Sail forth with a strategy, a smile, and sincerity. As always, continue to seek, to learn, and to prosper.